In this life, we all face difficulties, storms. For most of us, we're either in the middle of a storm, just coming out of a storm, or maybe we're heading into a storm. Hi, I'm Bob Cooper, lead pastor here at Calvary Community Church. And I'm not sure what you're going through or what you're experiencing in this life at this moment. But what I am sure of is God's promises. You might not know this, but God tells us that He's an ever-present help in time of need. And He says that He will never leave us or abandon us. Now that promise provides an incredible amount of hope and peace in the middle of storms, the storms of this life for me. And I pray that it will for you as well. I think it's true that storms come in different shapes and sizes. Some of them are simple annoyances that, like a brief summer shower where you get wet, well, you're going to dry off and you keep on moving about your business. But some storms are like hurricanes. They have the potential for incredible damage, but at least you get plenty of notice to prepare for them. Now, the storms that are the most devastating are those of earthquakes and tornadoes. They hit hard and fast and provide absolutely no notice whatsoever. And so it is with life's devastating storms in the D word: death, divorce, debt, and debilitating illness. Perhaps the most difficult of all of these are the loss of a loved one in death. But any one of the others come in a very close second place. So what's a person to do? How in the world can we avoid these terrible storms or deal with these terrible storms? Well, Jesus said that I have spoken these things to you so that you shall have peace in me. Jesus is encouraging us to have peace in Him. You shall have suffering, He said, experiencing these storms in the world, but take heart, I have overcome the world. And so we can be sure that in this life, here on earth, that storms will beat us down, but we can shelter in place. Surely you've heard that phrase. David writes in Psalm 27:5, "For in the day of trouble He will keep me safe in the shelter of His sacred tent and set me upon a rock." And so that tent that we find shelter in is the church. The imperfect church, but the church that Jesus put in place during His time here while on earth. An immovable rock, a place where you can find God's peace and God's presence and God's people. And hope, a hope that doesn't disappoint. So I'd like to invite you to join us and come and hang out together. We meet on Sundays at 10 o'clock. Let me buy you a cup of coffee and a donut. We'll start our day with a few songs that'll really inspire you. Then I'll share a message that will encourage, equip, and empower you in a way that is beneficial for you and your relationship with God and yourself and others. What have you got to lose? Well, let me answer that question for you. Nothing. You've got everything to gain and nothing to lose by joining us this Sunday. Let us know you're coming by clicking on the link below, and we'll be sure to save a seat for you. I look forward to meeting you soon. God bless you.